I keep giving bad people good ideas.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry there's been like a little gap in uploads and stuff. It's just I've been kind of busy with other shit going on. But at least if I'm not uploading like a whole video, I try to upload like a short, at least in the meantime while Skate's kind of popping. I really like playing that game. And as long as the game's kind of still like, obviously having people play it, it's still popping and it's not a dead game, I'm going to keep making content on it. I really, again, like I said, really enjoy this game. And today's video is another little Skate video. But I'll try to say this really quickly before we jump into today's video. I don't want this channel to become like a full-blown skate channel, but a lot of the content, as like I said, as long as this game's popping, is going to be heavily skate related. I do want to try to jump into more like other gaming videos, like playthroughs and stuff that we still are doing on the channel. I'm not going to completely abandon those, and I'm going to do different playthroughs on different games and stuff like that. That whole other gaming section of like playthroughs, live streams, that's still gonna be a thing. Commentaries are gonna probably get faded out a little bit because again, there's not always too much to talk about, and I feel like a lot of the stuff with commentaries, like it just is, I kind of go through phases where I really like making them, and then sometimes I just kind of get bored of making them if it's just not a lot of good things to talk about. I just get it's too repetitive, but at least for now, we're gonna kind of swap things up. But again, commentaries are still gonna be a thing and stuff like that. But again, if you start seeing hella skate content, that's kind of why. And I'm just really enjoying this game right now. But pretty much today's video, we're gonna be talking about my favorite spots right now so far in San Van. Each season they did say that they're gonna be adding more parks and more areas to skate. Will that be like full-blown like outdoor cities that you could go skate to? Or is there gonna be more additions to the existing map? So far as what I've seen, it kind of seems like a 50-50. Like with the Halloween event, they're obviously going to change up the map, the existing map a bit, but also it seems like with each season they want to kind of add another area to skate. And it seems like they'll try and make this map pretty big again with the bridge and stuff, I think, once they release that new little area, because there's some buildings, if you kind of launch yourself or if you just look over out in the distance, there's some buildings and stuff, and pretty much it seems like that's going to be the next area, and that's what they're kind of working on. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but that's what everyone's kind of hinting at. And again, pretty much, let's get into it. So my favorite like spots, like it doesn't really go in order because again, they're all kind of like, pretty high up though. Again, I like each like spot for different reasons, and like, if I'm in a mood to do like certain tricks or certain kind of skate lines. But I feel like these are kind of a common top three, at least for a lot of people. But I like the rolling wave skate park. I don't know, you could just flow through that map so perfectly and so nicely. And also, there's this nice little ledge you can see in the gameplay of me just constantly eating shit on. But there's this nice little rooftop that if you add some ramps, you could just launch yourself off onto another ramp and get hella speed to just kind of fucking launch yourself across the whole skate park. Again, if you want to kind of have a more realistic approach or just not launch yourself and just do kind of more little clean or trick lines and stuff like that, this park's perfect for it. And it's like the perfect amount of space too, or it doesn't feel too small, too cramped either. And it just, I feel like compared to the next park we're going to talk about, that's kind of why I like that one maybe a little more. But again, with a lot of these parks, they're kind of at the exact same equal, like, they're kind of in the number one spot for me. I can't really pick like a number one. But pretty much I really like the Rolling Waves one. I feel like the challenges over there are really good and fun, and the park itself is just really fun as well, and you just could get some of the cleanest and nicest lines, and it kind of offers a little of everything, like vert skating, bowl skating, fucking flipping around like crazy grinds, fucking, the park has everything. Same with the Bonsky skate park. It's kind of the similar approach, but kind of scaled down a little bit more. and those are a little less ledges, and it's more just kind of those are like couple bowls, half pipe and stuff like that, and it's more just kind of raw and like kind of just kind of bowl skating and just kind of again, for throwing yourself around in the air and stuff like that. It's, again, one of those parks I really like, and it's the same as Rolling Waves. Well, it's like, I do like parks that have bowls and that have hot pipes, and the ramps are kind of, I don't know how to explain it. They're not like a roll-in, they're kind of more of a straight edge, and you could grind them and stuff like that. Those kind of parks are fun, but I do like a lot of the parks that have roll-ins, and, again, like, with Rolling Waves and the Bonski skate park, every ramp on that skate park or whatever is a perfect roll-in, and they're perfect for like dropping in, obviously, but then they're also perfect to launch yourself off of and then land on the ramp nicely, and you don't either. I feel like sometimes with the more steeper ramps that have the like steeper little ledges that you can grind and stuff like that, like with bowls and stuff, they're fun, but then also at the same time, they're so steep, so sometimes you just, like, air the ramp completely, or you clip the fucking edge and you just eat shit. So it's kind of nice having the roll-in ramps and the roll-in parts, because, again, you could just kind of launch yourself, and as long as you kind of land on the ramp and you don't, like, land, like, cricket, or you don't land just completely flat, or drop in 30 feet, you probably won't break your ankles. And, again, those two parks are really, like, up there with kind of my top faves, and they're kind of like, it's weird because I kind of was looking around the map, and those are kind of the only really main skate parks, so it'd be kind of cool to add more skate parks, like that, but then also add some on just roll-ins and stuff like that. Again, I'm probably overlooking, because again, those are rooftop parks, and stuff like that, so it's a lot of, like, stuff that is also, you kind of got to dig around and find, but these are at least the main ones. And I really like them, and those approaches are good. Again, do I want every skate park to be rolling ramps? Not really, because again, it'd just be repetitive and kind of, stupid. But again, I do like the rolling parks. Again, a couple more of those in the future releases would be cool, alongside of whatever kind of skate parks they want to create in the future, if that's more mega parks. That'd be cool to get a future upgraded mega park like we had in Skate 3, but an even more crazy or an insane one. But yeah, again, this is what leads to that, or kind of cope of one for now. And I'm going to group these two spots into one, because they're technically two different spots, but in my eyes, they're like the same spot. And it's the church/parking garage. The parking garage is peak. Each level has like great spots for grinding, little ledges to do manuals, to do little trick lines to fuck around with. So each like little level of this parking garage is like its own little mini skate park, which is kind of cool. It's like its own little DIY park. And then once you get to the top, they made this so perfectly, and I'm glad they did this. And they made it with just one big ass ramp, so you could just ride down from the top of this parking garage down this fucking ramp, because it's technically shaped like a ramp, as you can see in the fucking gameplay, and launch yourself off of it. That's like through the church, onto the street, whatever you're trying to do. And it's really fun, and it's at least a good little cope for now, until we get, map creators, or until they release their own upgraded, like I said, it'd be cool, an upgraded futuristic, maybe not futuristic, but like, when I say futuristic, I mean in the sense of like an upgraded version from the Skate 3 version of the Mega Park. So have this crazy, cool, big-ass park with all these crazy big ramps. That'd be something cool for them to add. And again, I don't know if they're ever going to add that, and hopefully if they don't, somebody, again, with the map creator makes one, or we all make a whole bunch of them, and we end up just kind of making it work anyways. But again, it's a good little fun area, and it has a whole bunch of challenges, and that's why I group in the church, because again, you could launch from the parking garage into the church, do that little challenge. There's like two little holes you could jump through. But what's also my favorite is inside the church. The lighting is so fucking great. It's so nice. Again, this game has a lot of lighting issues at the moment and glitches that they're working on. And I hope they fix them. Because, again, when the lighting in this game isn't glitching out or you're not really having issues, which isn't like a 24/7 thing, but it does happen and it does get annoying, especially if I try and get clips. But when the lighting is actually working properly like it usually is, it looks so good, and you can see it in the skate park with the neon lights inside the church and stuff. It just looks so fucking good. And it again with inside the church, it's a fucking skate park, and it just flows hella well, and it's just a fun little area just to kind of do a whole bunch of little fuck around tricks and stuff. And that's what I'm kind of talking about. Is like with the rolling waves and the Bonsky skate park. They're kind of like the two little main, I would say, bigger parks, as there's a lot of miniature parks like the church skate park and those roof skate parks and stuff like that. But again, these are at least my little top 3 at the moment. Again, I do want to kind of revisit this topic and kind of go over more spots as I find more little favorite spots. So again, that's why I'm not trying to say, oh, these are my favorite spots, because I know I'm going to find more spots I like and stuff like that. But at least for now, these are at least the basic 3 that I really enjoy, that at least every time I'm hopping on this game that I'm playing. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and guys, comment down below some of your favorite spots. And besides that, I already said hit that like button, but fucking do that shit. And yeah, bye guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video.